Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? If I go to here, that should work. I don't have any way to turn these off. Hey, Dakota. Hey, Bro Conky. What is good? I finally got my hands on some Ikoria product. Finally. The wait is over. The wait is over. Bob, I'm still waiting on your Japanese box. I did order it and pay for it, so I hope you still want it. Because it is coming. It will be here, hopefully, this weekend. Is what I'm hoping for. Put that over there. How are we doing here? Do we have too much glare? I don't know. Let's find out together. How's it looking? How's that looking, everybody? Looking okay? Let's pause that. Is Jonathon here? We need Jonathon to be here. So Jonathon has been waiting super patiently for these bundles. Yeah, Bob, we can talk about it. You don't need to sub on Patreon. We'll just work it out. You can just PayPal me the money. It's much easier that way. Hey, Corbin. It'll be easier that way because the Japanese box was more than a regular box. So the Patreon tier won't cover it, unfortunately. Which is hilarious to me. The Japanese box shouldn't cost any more than a normal box because the Japanese product's been out already for a month, so it should be cheaper in my opinion. Second wave of Japanese products. Okay, Jonathon's here. Perfect. Jonathon, 2 bundles, right? I owe you 2 bundles. One for April and one for May, correct? If I'm not mistaken. So what Jonathon's going to get out of these bundles is going to be the uncommons, rares, foils, mythics, all that good stuff. I don't know what the land packs have. Let's take a look. Does it say on the back? 20 premium foil lands and 20 basic lands. And of course you get your alternate art premium foil colossification card. So you're going to get those. You're not going to get the die because it's too big to ship to you unless you want it shipped to you, and then we can talk about me shipping you extra stuff. Your envelope's already going to be overweight by a lot because it's got 2 bundles worth of stuff coming in one envelope, which is going to put it quite a bit over the weight that normally is required for shipping it with a lower price tag. So it's already going to cost me more to ship it to you just by itself. It might only be a few dollars more to ship you a package and get you the dice if you want them. So let me know what you want. If you want one of the dice, we can work on that. We could definitely work that out. I think it would cost you like maybe another like $4, if that. So anyway, we can talk about it on Discord or whatever, or you can let me know in chat. It's really up to you. But let's get right into it. Left or right, Jonathon? Left or right? You thought these were collector's packs? No, that's this. That's this one. You good on the die? Okay. Left? Alright. And you don't need to apologize. By any means, Jonathon. If you don't want the die, you don't want the die. That is completely fine with me. Huh. Interesting. Just gonna cut it across the middle there. There we are. Schwa. Again, you don't get the booklet anymore, which is kind of like disappointing. You know what? It's been a long time since I've done one of these. What up, B? Let's get some collector's packs rolling. Well, I mean, it's... Why do you think I have it off to the side? I don't have it beside me because all of my products beside me. I have it beside me because I thought about maybe opening some later after we do Jonathon's bundles. What? So this is your booklet now. It's just a flimsy piece of paper. And it's just to cover the new mechanics. That's all it is. You were thinking about buying a box for the Godzilla alts? You were talking about the collector's boxes, Broconky, right? Since you can get them in the collector's box. Yeah. It's super weird the way they did it. All right, let's open this up. It's been a while since we've opened one of these. I'm sorry, Jonathan. I'm just going to take a little bit of time here. So I just want to kind of like... It's been a long time since I've looked at the inside of one of these. Look at that. There you go. It's a big beastie. Do you want one of these included? Do you like having the art on hand, Jonathan? I don't know if you do. It's because, I mean, like, I could probably get this in the envelope flat like this with your cards. Let me know. I could do that for you. Nah? Okay. I like to keep one of these from every bundle I open, so that I can, like, make a giant wall of them at some point, or whenever I open my actual brick and mortar store. That kind of stuff. That's what you wanted to do too, but they made it very complicated. Yeah, they made it very complicated, Bob. Very, very complicated. And by that I mean it's not that complicated. It's we'll see. And then Bob, you can decide, right? If you don't want the Japanese box, it's not a big deal. We can worry about that later. So look, there's your basic lands, which you don't care about, so you're not gonna get those. But here is your foil Colossification alt art with your foil land pack, which I'm not gonna open. I'm just gonna leave it sealed for you because I don't need to open it. What the heck? Oh, I was like, why is it so thick? So there's your garbage cards. Hey, look, I'll send you that, though. You want that? That seems like a thing that you probably want. Those are your, like, tokens for the different things. So Menace, First Strike, Hexproof, Lifelink, +1/+1, and Reach. And I mean, like, even if you don't break this apart, Jonathan, this will be a collector's item in a couple years. Just keeping it solid like this, because who knows when they're going to print those again. That's actually like a thick cardboard too. Like you remember the ones from Amonkhet, right? Like Amonkhet was on like one of these cards, right? The Amonkhet tokens were on like this type of card material. Look how thick this is compared, right? Like that's a regular card. These tokens are like actually cardboard. They're not just like pack board. Is that what you call it? Pack board. The die is great. Die is really nice color. Nice and big. Lands we don't care about. Die can hang out up in the corner. Ooh, who's ready for some Ikoria packs? I know I am. How are you all doing tonight? Wednesday night, hump day. Hope you're all having a good week. Reminds me of the old tokens from Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. We're just going to blow through the comments here. We don't really need to... The art on this plummet is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the art on this plummet. I don't know why, just do. Capture Sphere, Serrated Scorpion, Shredded Sails, Sleeper Dart, Sudden Spinnerets, Day Squad Marshal. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is something that I hadn't seen. Like, so I've only seen these cards on Arena, right? That's right, Bold the Bird. That's right. I've only seen these cards on Arena, so I'd actually never seen, and I didn't look at the previews, remember? I don't look at previews. So I have not seen how they designed this, like the mutate ability on these cards. I did not assume that it would be in a different color box. Right? Because, like, this is the same color as the nameplate, right? I did not assume that that would be the case. But that's cool that they did it that way. There's your first uncommon, Glowstone Recluse. It's actually interesting because it's like translucent too, right? So you can actually see the art. You get to see more of the art on the mutate cards because of that. It's really, that's an interesting thing. Fight as one, Rooting Moloch, and Ruinous Ultimatum. There you go, a nice ultimatum to start things off. Cool, cool, cool. And you got a Blossoming Sands. And there's your Human Soldier token. That's really cool art, too. Alright. I assume you don't care about the tokens either, Jonathan. I mean, you can tell me. If you want some of the tokens, I will ship them to you. No biggie. No biggie. I'm so glad. Oh, man, I'm so hyped to have this in my hands finally. Because it's been so long. It feels like it's like going into withdrawal, you know? Like, the new set comes every 3 months, and then this one took 4 months. And it's like, oh no. You know, oh no. That's kind of cool. The whole thing is... This is an entirely art... Like, this is a full art card. And it has, like, a translucent text layer. Interesting. Maybe just emblems, if any? Okay, gotcha. Boot Nipper. Wilt. Ah, there you go. The Zenith Flare. The card that's... Everyone's like, why? How did they print this card? How did they print Lightning Helix, deal X, gain X? What a ridiculous card. What a ridiculous card. We got a Boneyard Lurker. Well, Raphael, I mean, that makes sense, right? I mean, technically, it doesn't release until Friday, right? So that makes sense. Valiant Rescuer. And your rare here is a Bonder's Enclave. I keep feeling like there's foils in these packs. There is a foil in this pack. Look at that, see? Dark Bargain. The foil looks gorgeous, by the way, on this card. Let's hope they don't, like, taco like the new ones. My goodness. Well, that's a cool dinosaur token. It's a neat little 1/1 hasty dinosaur token. What makes 1/1 dinosaur tokens? It's like a red instant, right? What the heck? Look at this. This is interesting. So, the bundles, just so that we're clear, the bundles come with this, which is actually punch cardboard. Like, this is cardboard. This is paper tokens, like the Amonkhet ones. Huh. That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. They kind of have to put them in the packs as well. But it's interesting that they decided to make this extra piece, like, specifically just for bundles, right? That's interesting. Huh. Huh. You don't know the name? Yeah, it makes a 1/1 human and a 1/1 dino. It's a red instant or something like that. Or a red sorcery or something. I can't remember. It's a common or uncommon. I can't remember. I don't remember. I haven't played enough with... I haven't drafted this set enough. Rock Slide. Good one, right? Fully Grown. First uncommon. Exuberant Wolf Bear. Good old Wolf Bear. Escape Protocol. Clash of Titans. Oh! Well, hello. So that's interesting. I did not know that you could get full art alternate cards from these packs. So this is not the Godzilla art, but it is an alternate art. Oh my god. That means that there's 3 versions of each of these rares. Why? Why would they do this? Oh no. That's gonna make collecting this set almost impossible. That's gonna make collecting this set almost impossible. A basic land. So the lands can be basic or they can be cons lands. Interesting. It's gonna make collecting this set very difficult. Look at that. There you go. So you want these too, I assume. So this is common slot out of a normal pack. Full art, alternate art of a common. Oh, God. This is gonna make collecting this set very difficult. My goodness. Okay. Uncommon. Look at Jeebus. Alright. Raugrin Crystal. I actually really like this art as well, Raphael. It's really cool looking. We'll all be playing Pokemon soon enough, right? It's fair. It's fair, Bro Conky. But I mean, I do like the aesthetic. The art aesthetic is very cool of it. You know, like it's like the art goes into the text bars, right? It's very interesting. Regal Leosaur. I like how it took us until like pack 4 before we, or pack 3, till we figured out that there was like this weird alt art. Yeah. So like this is the thing, Bob, is like we're gonna open up that Japanese box for you, and there's gonna be like a bunch of cards that are this art instead of the Japanese art, and you're gonna be sad. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what's gonna happen. And your rare here. A Frondland Felidar. This is a cool little one. It's a 3/5 for 4 vigilance, but it says creatures you control vigilance have pay 1, tap it, and tap target creature. Very cool. Tranquil Cove, and the little Dino Man. Little Dino Man. Matt is also here in chat, I believe. Matt, if I missed saying hi to you, I apologize. I did see you here earlier. My brain is very, like, mush. This is the one. Cathartic Reunion. Right? Oh no, this is the one that lets you draw cards. But there's the human and the dino. They're just on a different card. Memory Leak is good. The Box Topper can be Godzilla art. Yes, that's correct. The Box Topper is in normal boosters that gives... Yeah. Yeah, so like... The Box Topper in all of the boxes, as far as I understand, is always Godzilla art. Is it not? Or is it could it be technically this art as well? Is that what you're saying, Jonathan? Because if so, that makes the box toppers hard to, like, justify as well, right? Like, then the box toppers are, you know, going to be super spread out as well, right? Like, the box topper of the Godzilla art will be very difficult to find. Ooh, Mythos of Brokos. There you go. Nice little Seb McKinnon art right there. Cool. And another foil. Keen Sight Mentor. Alright. Swamp and a Human Soldier token. I'm going to try to like blow through these packs so that we can get on to opening up the pre-release kits for Matt as well. Not that I'm trying to like rush through your stuff, Jonathan. I'm just trying to make... There it is. Forbidden Friendship. That's the one. Create a 1/1 red dinosaur creature and a 1/1 white human. Alright. Anticipate, Snare Tactician, Moss Coat, Pataiga. There you go. Cloud Piercer with the alt art. My goodness. These are gorgeous. I like the fact that they've put the commons in the normal pack as well. Remember when Throne came out and they were like, commons have the alt art, but you can only get those ones in foil slot or in the collector's booster. And you were like, what? Why? I remember those days. Next print run won't have Godzilla Death Corona. So that's what we're hoping for, right, Jonathan? You want a Death Corona here, so that you have it, so that that way you don't have to try and get a hold of one after the fact. Auspicious Starix. And we got a Quartz Wood Crasher. Big old Dino Man. Is there a specific card that you're looking for, Jonathan? Or, I mean, like, I know that you like to just have, like, a lot of everything so that you can play and stuff. But, like, is there anything specific that you're hoping for out of this set that you haven't opened already, or that you know, haven't had somebody else open for you, or whatever? Plummet. Capture Sphere. Scorpion. Shredded Sails. Glimmerbell. Good old Glimmerbell. Solid little card that you can mutate onto, and it untaps. It's great. Jubilant Skybonder. Ketria Crystal. Jeez. Any legendary to build around. Okay. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. And, ooh, how about a Luminous Broodmoth? Nice. Hey, Rick, how's it going? Luminous Broodmoth. This card's great. I love this card. it makes people go, I have to kill that. And if you don't kill it, you're going to have bad times. Very cool card for like a nice like aristocrats build. It's very cool. Mysterious Egg, Frost Links. Wait a minute. Is that the alt art? I have to go back and look. Is that the... That's not the alt art, right? Did we pass an alt art egg? And I just didn't even notice. Do the eggs have different art on them? No, we saw the adaptive skimmer wing thing. Huh. No, the egg is not... The egg is not alt art. Finally a mythic. That's right, one mythic. So far. So far. Light of Hope. Of One Mind. Fertilid. Volpakeet. Humble Naturalist. Pacifism. Oh, look! It's a shore shark! That is cool art, I have to say, on that card. Like the little schools of fishes and stuff around. It's pretty neat. Skull Prophet. Unbreakable Bond. And Karuga! There you go. There's a legendary for you to build around. Yes, it's a companion card, but so what? It's funny, like, so many people are, like, upset about companion and stuff, right? Because, I mean, like, it is. It's everywhere. Oh, do you want this? A companion token? I'm gonna give you that companion token, because that's brand new to this set. It's like an emblem. Similar to an emblem, right? Pyroceratops. Springjaw Trap. Crustacean. Hilarious. Lurking Deadeye. Durthani Stinger or whatever. Helica Glider. Everyone's complaining about companion, right? And they're talking about, like, we should be banning it because it's such a broken mechanic and stuff. Just remember, if they do ban companion, like the mechanic, it doesn't mean that the card itself is banned. So, like, you could still play Karuga as your commander, even though companion is banned, because it's the mechanic that's going to get banned, not the card. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what they're talking about. Now, whether they'll ban they ban my otter and commander, but give modern the cat? Boo! Right? Yes, exactly. General's Enforcer. And this is my point, Jonathan. It's like, people are like, oh, it's so broken, it's an extra card that you can just cast whenever you want. Yeah, but as soon as it's gone, it's gone. You don't have access to it indefinitely. Right? Like, it just... Like, generally what I do is I either counter it when they play it or kill it as soon as they play it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they get one turn of value off of it and then it's gone forever. Like, that's basically what I've been doing to play around it. Weaponize the monsters. Ooh, and Mythos of Nethroi. Nice. For those of you who watched the stream on Monday night when I played some Arena, I played Gladiator. Gladiator is the new Arena format that is being championed by Benjamin Wheeler. And it's essentially a 100-card singleton format with no commander, no ban list, except for Oko. Oko's the only card that's banned in it. And it's a 100-card singleton, and you play best of 3, and you basically just jam games with 100 cards singleton on Arena. And they have a Discord for it where you can pick up games with other people who want to play the format and all that. It's a lot of fun. And Monday night I brewed a Mardu Gladiator deck, and I had a lot of fun with it. Like, we played it a couple rounds, and then we tweaked it a bit, and then played a few more rounds, and I had a lot of fun playing it. Polywog Symbiote. Savai Thundermane. Ooh, it's the Cycle Fox, Flourishing Fox, and then Slither Wisp. Whenever you cast another spell that has flash, you draw a card, and each opponent loses a life. Interesting. Swiftwater Cliffs, and another token. Okay. I'm gonna move all this stuff off to the side here. And by that I mean I'm gonna leave your rares and stuff on camera, and we're just gonna open up this other box Ah. At least you're getting Seb arts. It's true. You are. I was lucky enough to get into Seb's next Kickstarter as well. And so I got some playmats coming from that as well. Not as many as last time, just because I wasn't as excited about the arts that were available. So I got the ones that I wanted, and there's that, there's garbage, there's lands. There's your extra foil pack right there, like so. Okay, let's move that off to the side. Put these packs over here like this. All right, let's do this. 10 more packs for Jonathon. Do you want all of these tokens? Like, I've put like, you got 5 here. 2 of the cardboard ones, and then 3 paper ones. You know what? I'll give you 1 more paper one, and that way you've got a nice even 6. And if you don't want any more, then, or if you want more, then you can just tell me. But I can see that you said nah, so it's fine. Hey, look at that. We got a Migratory Greathorn. Great little card in Limited. This card is absolutely bonkers in Limited. Mainly because it's a 3/4 for 4, but you can mutate it for 3, and when you do, it gets a basic land out of your library and puts it on the battlefield. Solid little card. Alert. Heed Bonder. Migration Path. And Valiant Rescuer. And your rare is Titan's Nest. Titan's Nest. With a Swiftwater Cliffs. These packs from the bundles are always more difficult. We gotta do a quick scan of the commons. So we have to kind of like, we can't just blow through the commons because we can get the alternate art ones. Boon of the Wish Giver. Ooh, Parcel Beast. Call of the Death Dweller. And Shark Typhoon! Sharknado! It's time to make a bunch of flying sharks. It's time. Oh, look at the little kitty cat. Oh, look at that little guy. He's so cute. Look at him. Look at that little guy. You can have a cat token. You can have a cat token. I'll give you the shark token too if you get it. So that way you have it for your Sharknado. Let's plow through these commons and see if we've got any alt arts. Doesn't look like it. We've got Keensight Mentor, Tritonoth Rex. That's Godzilla right there, right? That's the big man himself. We got Footfall Crater. Ooh, how about the Fiend Artisan? It's a really solid mythic. Really solid mythic. This card is great. Very, very good. Solid card. Oh, and a foil Jubilant Skybonder. Nice. Oh, there's your like 3/3 beastie token. Green blue. Fiend Artisan's very good. Very, very good. Let's see if we can find any of those weird alt art commons. Doesn't look like it. We got a crystal. Time to break it in Commander? Absolutely. Absolutely, Jonathon. Channeled Force. Grim Dancer. And ooh! Well, hello there! Hello there, Alt Art Luca. Coppercoat Outcast. Look at that bad boy. Back-to-back mythics. And not just that. Alt Art Mythic. Pretty snazzy. Pretty snazzy. Cool. Cool. Solid. I like it. I like it. We saved the better bundle for last. It seems that way. It seems that way. Ooh. Do you want any of the new Essence scatters, Jonathon? It's the Seb art. Let me know. Barrier Breach. Reconnaissance Mission. Momentum Rumbler. And, ooh, there you go. Another companion. Gigantha, the Wellspring. Maybe one or two? Sweet. Boom. Well, you get one because we've only opened one so far. But there's another legendary. Very nice. And you don't want more of those, so we'll toss that over there. Okay. Another Zenith Flare. There you go. Boneyard Lurker. This card is great. I love this card. We saw one already. This is very strong for any kind of graveyard Golgari shenanigans. Are the spin down oversized? Yes. Yeah, they're gigantic. I can pull out here. Regular die. Giant die. Yes, they've decided to move to this new oversized D20, and I'm okay with it. No triumphs? Yeah, no triumphs yet. No triumphs yet. Still 4 more packs to go after this one. Crystalline Giant. This card's great. This card is just like a solid include in literally any deck. Mainly because it's a 3/3 for 3 mana that gets some sort of ability every combat step on your turn. Like, it's just a solid include in literally any deck. Very good in limited as well. Oh my gosh! They remembered to include the ad cards that no one asked for. Now you need 2 bundles for the dice. Well, get at it. If you're gonna buy them, I suggest buying them through me, Raphael. But I mean, that's just me, because I mean, I'll ship it to you, and I'll open it, and I'll ship you the die. We can work it out. Because I have to say, I have a lot of bundles coming to me this time. A lot of bundles coming to me this time. More than normal. Exuberant Wolfbear. Escape Protocol. Clash of Titans. And an eerie Ultimatum. The nice Abzan Ultimatum. Who doesn't like returning all of their things from the graveyard? Right? Return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. That is a commander card if I have ever heard one. You know what I'm saying? Like, who does not like singleton formats that go, let me return everything from my graveyard because they're all named differently, right? Rugrin Crystal. Hey, another Regal Leosaur in the alt art. Swallow Hole. Nice little exile, 1 mana exile trick. Ooh, there you go. How about an alt art Everquill's Phoenix? That's really cool looking. They tossed everything into this set for the angry people? Yeah, they did. Everquill Phoenix. That's cool. Yeah, Jonathan, this second bundle was definitely a lot hotter than the first one. That's for sure. You got that Fiend Artisan, you got the Alt Art Luca. What the... That's your token. Upside down and backwards. All right. Gotta love it when the printing machine puts those in there. There you go. Cavern Whisperer alt art. This art is fantastic. Whoever decided to let the artists go kind of like almost like a comic book art for these did a fantastic job, and they should be given a raise in my opinion. They just look gorgeous. They look gorgeous. Void Beckoner. Hey! Dranith Magistrate. This card is stupid in Commander. And in Brawl. I hate it. Oh, did you want to cast your Commander? Too bad! Too bad. And there's your foil Blister Spit Gremlin. Not a goblin, a gremlin. Alright. Last pack. Can we find you some more spice? Let's see if we can find you some more spice. Alright, we got an Ivy Elemental. We got that Primal Empathy. We got that Auspicious Sterix. And... ooh, Labyrinth Raptor. You gotta put him in your Grand Arbiter deck now? Yeah. That's absolutely where he should be, Jonathan. Absolutely. Labyrinth Raptor is a cool little card, too. 2/2 with Menace for 2 that says whenever a creature you control with Menace becomes blocked, defending player sacks a creature blocking it. It makes their blocks super unfavorable. And then you can pump it. And it's not just it pumps all your Menace creatures. This card is so broken. Ooh, look, a foil swamp. There you go. That'll go with your foil land packs. Holy moly, Jonathan. That was a spicy bundle, I have to say. I think you did pretty well here. You hit 3 mythics. No foil rare, I guess. But you did get 2 alt art rares. You got the Dirge Bat and the Everquill Phoenix. And you did end up with, what? Another 1, 2, 3... sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 other alt art cards. And you ended up with Karuga and Gigantha. Right? Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Not a bad little bundle. So I'm going to get all these rares piled up here. Like so. And now I can finally ship your stuff out. I can finally ship your stuff out. I'm going to have to pack it all up and ship it out. But I will get that done hopefully in the next day or so. And then get it all shipped out to you this week. Hopefully. That's my plan. That's my plan. So there you go. All your stuff is now in this box. And by that I mean, now all of your stuff is in this box. Alright. We'll put these dice over here like this. Ba-boop-a-doop. There it is. I'm going to close this bad boy up, like so, so that I can keep track of where your cards are. And then here's the other bundle box that is no longer needed for that, which means I can use it for my rares. Alright. Okay, Matt. I should just say, before I start, thank you very much, Jonathan, for affording me the opportunity to open those bundles for you. I really appreciate it. I know you could just buy the bundles yourself, buy it from your LGS, and open them yourself. I'm very appreciative that you let me open them for you and ship the cards to you. It allows me to have content for my channel, which I really appreciate. And I hope everyone watching appreciates it as well. That being said, let's move on. It's pre-release kit time. Alright, Matt. Matt has asked to purchase 2 pre-release kits. These were taped together. I'm sure that sounds great, doesn't it? I'm sure that sounds great, doesn't it? Scrunch, crunch, crunch. It's very tricky trying to buy anything from your LGS right now. So this works out amazing. Well, I'm glad it works out for you. Alright, Matt. Do you want me to roll a d6 and pick 2 for you at random? Or do you want to pick? You're here, so it's your choice. ASMR channel where it's like ripping tape off of boxes. Hey, Ghost Unit, how's it going? Two and 6. Boom. We opened the bundles already. You missed them. You missed them. Now we're opening pre-release kits, which is, in my opinion, just as exciting. All right, Matt. We opened 2 bundles for Jonathon. We got an Alt Art Ruka. And we got a Fiend Artisan. There's the black die. We now have the black die. Okay, do you want to see your promo card first or last? Okay, and then do you want your code for Arena? Oh, they put the cardboard ones in here too? That's rad. Wait, these are different. Wait a minute. Wait a gosh darn minute. Wait a gosh darn minute. Do you see something that I didn't see before? This doesn't have a menace token on it. It instead has Death Touch, Vigilance, Indestructible. Hold on a second. This is what the other ones looked like. So, wait a minute. They're not double-sided. Look. So these are the ones that were in Jonathon's bundle. Both bundles had the same cardboard token, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Okay, so both bundles had cardboard token 1 in them. If they're labeled 1 in the bottom corner here. I don't know if you can see them. So it says 1 down there. Okay? That's from the bundle. The one from the pre-release kit is 3. Which means there's another one in between these. There's a 2 that we haven't seen yet. What is going on? I don't know what's happening. And then we never saw a single token. Like, we saw a whole bunch of these in Jonathon's bundles, in his packs, and none of them were anything other than 1. They were all 1. I am very interested in this now. Did they literally do another thing where they, like, messed up again? I'm gonna guess yes. Okay, who plays Arena? Speak now or forever hold your peace. This promo card looks a little bent already. In fact, look at this thing. This card is not having a good day. Look at this thing. Look at that. Can you see how bent this is? Look how bent that is. Look at it. Alright, well, here is an Arena code. First come, first serve. Here you go. Compliments of Matt. This Matt does not play Arena because he has a Mac. If you didn't get it, I'm sorry. They want the card distribution to be as complicated as possible. It seems that way, Bob. Like, it seems like Wizards is going out of their way to make the printing, manufacturing, and packaging of these sets as complicated as possible so that many multiple things can screw up. I don't know about you, but I would be trying to streamline that process and make it simplified so that you save money because you don't have things like this happen. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Now, Matt, you said uncommons, rares, mythics, foils, right? That's what you said. We'll also pull out the alt art commons for you if there are any. Okay. We've got a Proud Wild Bonder. We've got an Ivy Elemental. We've got a Ikoria Crystal. Oh, well, how about a Triome in the alt art? How about a full alt art Triome? First pack. Not a thing that you want to see in your pre-release kit, I will admit. I mean, like, it's not bad for pre-release, but, like, it's not... Like, you want your rares to be bombs. Do you know what I mean? And, I mean, yes, there's stuff in this set that costs 3 colors, right? So, I mean, like, yeah, they're good. It's just that you would rather the rare be a bomb. Do you know what I mean? That's all. It is very beautiful, I agree. Call of the Death Dweller. Now, remember, Matt picked these, so, you know, maybe it's his luck. Glowstone Recluse. Duskfang Mentor. Oh, you didn't see that. I swear you didn't see it. Skycat Sovereign. Mew, 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 mew. But you also got a foil. Oh, bosh. My goodness. Oh, bosh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, it's oh, bosh. Is that the right term? Is that? Oh, my gosh, it's oh, bosh. Foil. Foil. We should, like, move this garbage over here like this. There we go. Let's put these packs over here. What do we got here? Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. You mean Mew, 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 right? Mew, Mew, Mew. Making a whole bunch of little cat flying tokens. Mew, Mew, Mew. Reconnaissance Mission. Reptilian Reflection. Splendor Mare. And, ooh, Cheville. Or, in other words, Mr. B. Personified. So, my buddy, I played Magic with him, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, and we did a stipulation build where we both said we have to build decks based on a stipulation. So the stipulation I gave him was he had to build a deck with the best hats. And I said it's all Ikoria, so he had to use all Ikoria, and he had to use the best hats available, so he made a deck with the best hats he could find. And then he said, okay, you have to make a Cheville deck, and you have to call it Mr. B's Magical Menagerie. And it has to have... It's a singleton format where you can just... basically, like... you basically are only allowed one copy of each beast. And none of the beasts can have the same creature type as any of the other ones. Because you're running a ridiculous weird zoo. That was his stipulation to me. And I was like, man, your stipulation is so much more complicated than mine. Mine was just the best hats. You went, like, deep on this. And so I did it. He said, you have to run a copy of Cheville because it's you. That's what he told me. And I went, okay, fine. And then he's like, and then your deck has to be all, like, creatures. All creature-based, basically. You can have a few spells and stuff, but it's got to be creature-based. And you can't have any creature of the same type. That was what his stipulation was. It wasn't that they all had to be beasts. It was just that they couldn't be the same creature type. And it was singleton. So it was a 60-card deck. And I built it. And it was fine, because there's a lot of beasts that don't share a same type in Ikoria. A lot of them. So I was able to build it pretty easily. I just went straight Golgari. And I basically just, you know, put in a bunch of stuff that just murders things. Like a bunch of spells that kill stuff. And every game we played, I just beat him. It was funny. You want me to sign this? I mean, if you want me to sign your rare, I'll sign it for you. It's mythic, though. Your call. Titanoth Rex foil, but not the Godzilla art, because that, you know, that only comes from the Japanese bundles. Hey, look at that. So you got token 1. That is the Menace, First Strike, Hexproof, Lifelink, +1/+1, and Reach. Which is what we saw out of all the packs. So what I'm wondering, and this is what I'm curious about, is if you remember correctly, if we take a long step back to a wonderful plane called Kaladesh. Do you remember how the first run of Kaladesh, there was no energy token? Because I remember. And they were like, oh, crap. We didn't print energy tokens. And so the second run of Kaladesh had energy tokens in them. I'm wondering if they've done the same thing here, where they've printed these nice tokens to give you your things, but they've only printed token 1 and put it into the packs. Okay. All right, Matt. I will sign it for you, sir. We've got a Flourishing Fox. We've got an Avian Oddity. We've got a Porcu-Parrot. And then we have a Ruinous Ultimatum. With another foil? Foil Memory Leak. My goodness. Foils and rares and mythics. Oh my. Oh my. You gotta buy all different product types to get all the token sheets, apparently. But the interesting thing is, like, okay, so, and this is what I want to find out. Do you want this Essence Scatter? Seb McKinnon art? Let me know, Matt. I'll put it to the side here. Monstrous Step. Regal Leosaur. Channeled Force. And, hey, it's Mythos of Vadrock. Good old Mythos of Vadrock. 5 damage. Time to deal 5 damage. Schwa. Tokens. The thing that's interesting to me is, like, and we'll find out when we open this other pre-release kit, is if it has a 3 cardboard token in it as well, right? Do the pre-release kits have the 3? The bundles have the 1. Where the heck is the 2? Okay, I don't want it. I'm going to give it to Jonathon, because he said he wanted, like, 2. Because we only opened up 1 out of his 2 bundles. If that's okay with you. Because, I mean, I'm going to open a bunch of boxes as well, so I'll get plenty of them. Momentum Rumbler. My goodness. Blah, 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 blah. Charge of the Forever Beasts. General's Enforcer. And, oh, hello, Luca. Hello, Luca. What up? This kit would be... I mean, this kit would not be that bad. It wouldn't be that bad, right? Because, I mean, you have the Triome that is Abzan, right? Then you have 1, 2, 3 fixing lands, right? 2 of which are in white, and 2 of which are in black, right? You have 1, 2, 3 on-color red rares, right? And I mean, Ruinous Ultimatum takes, you know, red and white and black, but the Triome gives you 2 of those 3 colors. And black is needed for the Ruinous as well, and black is also used for Obosh. I mean, you could definitely run... You could definitely run this kit as, like, a Mardu kit pretty easily. And, I mean, like, you've got the General here, which is nice. Rumbler's good. Regisaur, or Leosaur's good. Porcu-Parrot's good. Fox, Splendor Mirror, Reptilian. Like, I feel like you would end up going, like, a cycling deck. Yeah, because you have a Call of the Death Dweller as well. I feel like you would go, like, Mardu cycling, probably. It seems like it. We come down to the other fixing, like crystals and stuff. Well, you don't have a lot of crystals here either, right? Like, you have the 1, and it's Teamer, which is not really what you're looking for. I feel like you would probably end up Mardu cycling. Well, let's see your promo card. Guess what your promo card is? Can you guess? I'll give you a hint. It's a companion. I would say that it's the one that people complain about. Probably, it's probably one of the second most complained about companions. In fact, it may have been the first companion that was complained about the most in standard. And then Luris hit the field, and everyone was like, "Oh, Luris, blah." It is, in fact, Garuda. Garuda! Stupid Garuda. See, Yorion's the one that people are complaining about now. If you remember when Companion first hit and people were playing, Garuda was a big one. Because it just... so much value. Garuda is so much value. It's crazy. Monsters, Greg. Monsters. How are you doing, sir? Must be... holy moly, it must be early over there for you. What time is it? It's gotta be early morning for you, man. It's 9 o'clock for me. Too bad Agent is odd casting. Yeah. But there's, yeah, I mean, like, Agent is odd, but that's fine. But there's so many other cards. It's 1 p.m. there? My goodness. Middle of the day for you. Alright. Well, welcome. Alright, is everyone ready to see me deface this Cheville? This is at Matt's request. Yeah, probably. That sounds right, Matt. Like going like black, red, and then splashing white. Yeah, I could see that. Then you get to play the Garuda as well as the Obosh. You run Spark Double and Thassa? Yeah. Yep, sounds right. Just cracking into some lunch while avoiding the COVID? Yeah, I hear that, Greg. I hear that. I hope that this card doesn't appreciate in value like crazy, and then now you have a ruined card. There it is. It's not defacing, it's enhancing. Enhance! Enhance! Sorry, I couldn't resist. This isn't CSI. I can't just enhance things. It doesn't work like that. Alright. And there goes the value. Through the roof, you mean? It's now increased in value. Oh look, we got the blue die. Sweet. Did anyone get that first code? Why is this so heavy? It feels oddly heavy. Did anyone get that first arena code that we gave off? Anyone claim it? Anyone get a hold of it? Anyone get it? I have no idea if anyone claimed it or not. But here it is again. This is the first code. It may already have been claimed at this point. I have no idea. But here we are. We're not here for value. We're here for fun. There's your promo card. Who's ready for another arena card? There it is. Use this code to unlock 6 Ikoria Behemoth's booster packs on Magic the Gathering Arena. 6 free booster packs on Arena. That's what that first code was worth too. Here's another code. This is the first time this code's been shown on stream, so boom. Hopefully somebody claimed it. All right, moment of truth. Tokens. Do we think we got 1, 2, or 3? It's 3. So what the heck, man? What the heck? How did they do this? How did they do this? You think it's random? I mean, that's what I was hoping, but like, it also doesn't seem random. Right? It also doesn't seem random. Alright, we also didn't see any alt art cards out of the common slot out of the last box. That's interesting. Easy Prey, nice little uncommon there. Wingspan Mentor. Ominous Seas. Great little cycling card right there. Oh man, Voracious Great Shark. And a foil Flycatcher. With a nice Scoured Barrens. 2s in the boxes. I don't know. I mean, like, maybe, but like, how they're not going to put the cardboard in the boxes. They're not going to put the heavy duty cardboard in the boxes, right? 2s in the collector box, but they're not going to put the heavy duty cardboard in those either, right? Like, these are actually cardboard tokens. Like, it's hard cardboard. Gotta run the shark. Yeah, the shark is great. I mean, I don't like counterspells, but the shark is great. Crystal. Oh, Bastion. I love this card. This card is so good. This card is just absolutely bonkers. And you've got a Frondland Felidar. Okay. And you've got an ad card. Joy, toss. So far, you're in Bant. So far, you're in Bant with your rares. Let's see what else. No alt arts. What do we got here? Fight as One. Rooting Moloch. Zagoth Mamba. And, hey, it's another Triome. This one is the Sultai Triome, but it's just a regular Triome, not the alt art Triome. Oh, but how about a foil Kogla, the Titan Ape? This card is bonkers as well. A 7/6 for 6 mana is already just really, really good. Yes, absolutely it will, Jonathan. This card is really good. It has an enter the battlefield effect that fights a creature. So it's a removal spell plus a 7/6 creature. And then not only that, but when it swings, it blows up an enchantment or artifact. Do you know how many times I have ruined people's day in Brawl in Arena with this card? Because I swing and I blow up like their Chromatic Lantern. And they're like, ugh, and all their lands go back to being basics. And now they have 2 colors or 3 colors instead of 5. Is it? I don't think it is. It's only 1 so far. Right? The other one didn't have a foil rare in it. I don't think. Did it? Did we have a... Oh, no, we did. We had a foil Obosh. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. 2 foil rares. I'm pure evil and you like it? Good. Good. I enjoy ruining other people's days. But I don't... Like, put it this way. I enjoy ruining people's plans once they've put them into motion. I don't enjoy counterspells because I like people to be able to play their cards and think that they're getting somewhere. See? That's what I'm saying. Call of the Death Dweller. Valiant Rescuer. Savai Thundermane. And Mythos of the Snapdax. Good old Snapdax. Snapdacks, y'all. Snapdacks, y'all. Snippity snappy snapdacks, y'all. Oh, there we go. Finally got one. There it is. Finally found one of those alt art commons. The Dreamtail Heron. Titanoth Rex. Sprite Dragon. Ah, cool. It's one we didn't see out of any of the bundles. Auspicious Sterix. Oh, did you, what? Okay, how about another alt art Triome, yet it's also the same Triome that this pre-release kit already had. So, I mean, like, I guess. Did you want 2 of the same Triome in your pre-release kit? Because you got 2 of the same Triome in your pre-release kit. I mean, it's cool that you got, like, the full art, border, cool art Triome. And you got 1 out of each. Double Triome. And not only that, the same Triome. That's the kicker there. It's the same Triome. There's an Essence Scatter. Beautiful art, by the way. Jubilant Skybonder. Both Triomes you wanted and both extended? Sweet. That's awesome. Void Beckoner, Ivy Elemental, and Dranith. There's Dranith. Double duplicate Triome. And another foil. Regal Leosaur. My goodness. Alright. Okay. Promo card? What do you think you would build with this pile? I'm thinking you would probably go... Like, you'd probably go green-blue. Maybe Bant. Like, maybe you go Bant. But the 2 Triomes you have are Sultai. So maybe you have to look at the black cards you opened and decide whether you want to go Sultai. Because you also have... You have 2 fixing for white-black, and you have 1 fixing for white-blue. Yeah, there were 4 foils in this pre-release kit, which is 4 out of 6 packs. It's not bad. Promo? We were talking about going blue-green, right? We were talking about blue-green? We were talking about blue-green. This is blue-green, but also a third color. How about an Uluna Apex of Wishes? There you go, Mythic. Stamped Mythic right there. Look at that bad boy. Flying Trample, and whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land permanent card. Put that card onto the battlefield or into your hand. Blue-green splashing for bombs. Well, we found you a bomb because holy moly. Holy moly. You're building blue-green for sure with this pack. That's not even a question. Because the best part, too, about the mutate for Uluna is that it doesn't require red. The mutate is double blue and then a split green or red. My goodness. Those are some spicy pre-release kits, Matt. Congratulations. Let me get those all bundled up for you here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put your cards in here. There. Look at that. Holy moly. There you go, Matt. Hey, I thank you for purchasing these pre-release kits for me and allowing me to open them for you. I really appreciate it. Oh, 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 oh. Hey Matt, did you think we were done? Did you think we were done? Hey Matt, did you think we were done? Here's your prize packs. These are your prize packs. So, when I bought the pre-release kits, I was given 2 booster packs with each kit I purchased as the prize packs because the pre-release event didn't go off. So because you bought 2 of the pre-release kits, these are your prize packs. I could keep them for myself, but what good is that? You're the one who bought the kit, not me. Right? I think that's only fair. I think that's only fair, right? Let's see what your prize packs had for you. We got a Huntmaster Liger. Momentum Rumbler. Ooh, back for more. Really good card in limited. This card is bonkers in limited. Ooh, the Ozolith. There it is. Oh, on an island. A human and an island. Well, I mean, like, think about it, right? Stores get a bunch of boxes given to them, essentially. Like, no, they don't have to purchase them. They're given the boxes of booster packs to give out as prizes for the pre-release event. Those boxes are given to them for the event to hand out as prizes. So any LGS that you buy a pre-release kit from should be including some sort of prize packs with it, in my opinion, unless they're one of those stores that's going to then sell those boxes or packs individually because they got them for free. And they're just making tons of money then off of that because they paid nothing for those boxes. So, you know, there are stores out there that need to do that kind of thing to help, you know, break even because they charge a lower amount for the pre-release kits, that kind of stuff. It's the card everyone's trying to break in Commander. This one, the Ozolith. That doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. But I mean, like, put it this way, I would feel bad if I kept the prize packs with you having bought the kits. Do you know what I mean? Because then those are just packs that are just given to me for free, and what do I do with them? Do you know what I mean? Like, doesn't seem great. Now, I have plans for the others that go with the other pre-release kits I have. But if people were to buy the pre-release kits from me and I still had them, I would include them, right? It's just how it is. Reptilian Reflection. Proud Wild Bonder. Savai Crystal. Oh, how about another Triome? Did you need another Triome? This one is the Jeskai Triome. And you got a foil. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. Scoured Barrens. And, oh, look at the little kitty cat. Look at the little kitty cat. What did you do about her? It'll tear your face off. Oh my. Oh my. What do we got here? Keen Sight Mentor. Escape Protocol. Sagoth Mamba. And Mythos of Snap Decks. With another foil. Foil Coordinated Charge. With a Forest and a Human Soldier token. Never too many triumphs. I'll take all the commander things, but I do appreciate you for the prize packs. Yeah, listen. It doesn't make any sense for me to keep them. You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense to people who are out to make a buck, and I'm not out to make a buck, as you all know. Sanctuary Lockdown. Weaponize the Monsters. Barrier Breach. And Slither-Wisp. Slither-Wisp. Flash creatures and things. There's a Rugged Highlands and a Human Soldier. Boom. Boom diggity. Go on and turn it up, yo. Put those in there like that. Put those in there like that. Bam. There we go. Good job. Congratulations, Matt. There you are. Thank you for letting me open up this Ikoria product for you guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed your packs being opened and your product being set aside for you. All right. Getting a drink here. Ooh, my goodness. So, I want to open this. I don't know if I want to open it now. So I'm gonna open this. I'm not sure if I want to open it now or whether I want to open it later. You know what I mean? Thanks, MTG Unpacked. Yes, you do. We opened the equivalent of a box tonight. We opened up, what? Yeah, 36 packs. There you go. Because we opened up 2 bundles, 10 apiece, 2 pre-release kits of 6 apiece, and then 4 prize packs. Yeah, see, so Unpacked is sort of what I'm getting at here. He's like, open it when you'll get more views. I think I need to, I'm going to record it and I'll put it out later. I think that's my plan. Because if I do it right now, like you can see, there's only 9 people watching. And they're not here for this specifically. They're here for, you know, Jonathon's bundles and stuff. And Matt, your pre-release kits, right? So I think I should open it, record it, and put it out tomorrow. That's my plan. So the Thursday Shuffle video will go up tomorrow morning like normal. And then there'll be a Ikoria Collector's Booster Box opening after that. That's my plan. Right? What do you guys think? I think that's the right way of doing it. So you still get to see it, just not live. That's all. You'll get to watch me stumble through opening it and try to figure out what the order is of the things, because I haven't watched anybody open these except for Paz. I watched Paz open his, but I didn't, like, watch it to pay attention to, like, the order of the cards and what comes in what spot and all that kind of stuff. How much for a collector's box? They're not cheap, Bro Conky. They're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. The ones that I got were, I mean, like, I can give you the conversion. Do you want it in US dollars or Canadian dollars? Because I think I have it here. Hold on. What was it? This one? So $275 US. And that pays for just the product, not the shipping. Yeah. So market price is hovering around 230. So 270 5 is basically what I paid in Canada, because we have to pay the stupid import tax, and then we have to pay, or not import tax, like import fees, and then we have to pay the inflation rate. So like I paid 384, 385-ish Canadian. So it converts to about 275 American, which is absurd. The pre-release kits, $25 US covers them. So they're still not too bad. Correct. Yeah, Unpacked knows what's up. Yeah, you've been on the fence at 230. Exactly. Like, so my recommendation is 230 is a steal of a price for this product because it will go nowhere but up. Especially since it's the only way for you to get your hands on the Godzilla art cards. These boxes will go nowhere but up, and that's just how it is. There's a collector's booster box coming on Friday as well. I opened up a Theros one, and let me tell you, some spice. There was some spice in that box. Some major cha-chings. Some major cha-chings. You found them at Trademart online for $200. That's pretty good, Unpacked. I mean, you'll be hard pressed to find them anywhere lower than that, right? I mean, like 200 US is a solid price. If I could get them for that price, I would, but I can't, right? I mean, like, I think the cheapest I can get them in Canada, from what I've seen, is what I paid for one of them, which is $250 American, approximately, right? So, like, if you're saying that you can find them at 200, I mean, that's 200 without tax, right? So, like, let's say your tax is, what's your tax down there? 10%. So that's like what, another $20, right? So $220 after tax, right? I don't know what your taxes are down in the States, but I know that they're a lot lower than Canada, or at least a lot lower than, yeah, so there you go, like $215 with tax, right? 6%. That's so low. My tax in Ontario is 13%. Now, that being said, the population, right? If you think about it, our population is only a tenth of yours. So I understand why our tax is so much higher than yours. Again, there's less of us paying it, right? Makes sense, right? If you're paying 200 or more, you're waiting for the Commander Master set. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, Jonathan, right? I think there's going to be some major issues coming up shortly with Magic the Gathering, because they're not slowing anything down at all. And so they pushed Ikoria out by a month, and it's going to really mess the market in North America up a bunch. They get hit with import tax and GST. Yeah, correct. But they didn't push out any of the other releases. So, like, in the next, let's say, 3 months, we have, like, what, at least 3 different products coming out, right? Like, what's the release date for... I think I have it open here. Let me just pull it up. Where are we? Here? This one? Right? So Ikoria came out, right? And Commander came out, right? And then... So the Chandra Spellbook comes out in June, which is only a month from now. And then Core Set 2021 comes out in July, along with Jumpstart. Right? Like... So they've got 1, 2, 3 products launching in the next 2 months. Not to mention all their secret layers that are happening as well. Right? Like the Ultimate Edition drops in May. The Godzilla lands just dropped at the beginning of May. They have a secret layer planned for June. Right? And then they have, after Jumpstart, they have Zendikar Rising coming, right? With the Zendikar Rising Commander decks, which are also coming into 2020. And then they have Commander Collection Green, and then Commander Legends, and then Commander Legends Commander decks, all coming in 2020. Like, if we look at... Okay, let's take a quick look at what was released in 2019 for paper product. Ravnica Allegiance. Okay. Guild Kits. Challenger decks. War of the Spark, Mythic Edition. War of the Spark. That's 5. Modern Horizons. Gideon Spellbook. Core Set 2020. Commander 2019. Throne of Eldraine. Mystery Boosters. Challenge decks, Japan, that I don't count that, so that doesn't count. Game Night. And then 1 Secret Layer drop. So that puts us to 12, maybe 13 if you count. Let's count the Japan Challenger decks and the Secret Layer as 1, I guess, right? In 2020, we've had Theros Beyond Death. Okay, we've had Unsanctioned. We've had Mystery Booster Retail Edition. We've had... Oh, so the other Mystery Booster didn't even count. So we only had 12, because that was the one that was Convention Edition, and it didn't count, because it wasn't available at stores. Okay, so 3, Mystery Booster. Challenge Decks 2020. Ikoria. Commander 2020. Bunch of Secret Layers, we're not going to count them. Signature Spellbook Chandra. Core Set 2021. Jumpstart. Zendikar Rising. Zendikar Commander Decks. Commander Collection Green. Commander Legends. And Commander Legends Commander decks. That's 15 products in 1 year in paper. 15 products in a year where they have basically like all of their LGSs shut down. Woo! Like what? Like you still went ahead and ordered the Godzilla Secret Layer? Oh no. Yeah. Core Set 21 is coming out in July, and Jumpstart's coming out at the same time. And I made this comment before that Jumpstart is basically just, from what it looked like, the same cards that are in Core 21. So what is the purpose of buying one over the other? Other than, like, Jumpstart is for, like, new players. That's basically it. Like, it's not... Like, they really need to have their LGSs open to push Jumpstart, I think. Because Jumpstart's not going to be picked up by... Like, I mean, I'm not going to buy it. Are you going to buy some Unpacked? I mean, maybe I'll buy a pack or two just to show off what it is. But that's about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to buy a box of it, I don't think. And it's not just because I don't have the money. Right? It's just because I don't think... I just don't think it's going to be worth it. Like, if it's going to be basically the same as Core 21, why would I buy both? Right? It doesn't make any sense. Ikoria is going to have a hard time. Ikoria is going to have a hard time in North America because it was released on Arena a month before it came out in paper, and all of the paper tournaments didn't happen. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Ikoria's price. I was talking with the LGS where I picked up the product, and basically it was, you know, we were having a conversation about it, and their point of view is, you know, this is a print to demand set, just like most Magic sets. So the second wave probably won't get printed very much. It probably won't be a very high second print wave because no events are running. So like stores are not going to be buying or ordering as much because they're not running drafts. They're not, you know, people aren't coming in and opening 3 packs every Friday, right? It's just not happening. So Ikoria is going to be one of those sets where it's going to be a very limited print run. So 5 years down the road, anyone who has Ikoria packs sealed still are going to be laughing because the set is going to be absurdly overpriced because there was no printing of it. Like, it was very limited print run. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Everything is sold out at your LGS. Yeah. And I mean, that's what the LGS was telling me too. Is like that their commander decks are sold out. They're gone already. And they've already started selling the second wave of it, like pre-orders, even though they don't have it yet. right? Like, kind of funny. I don't think the LGSs around my area are sold out of their product by any means. I don't think any of them are, but I don't know, right? Yeah, 2020 is on allocation. Exactly. Right? So like stores are only getting X number of them based on, you know, their numbers, right? And the funny thing about allocation, right? The funny thing about allocation is that Wizards bases those allocations and distribution centers, base those allocations on the number of people they've been having playing in tournaments and things like that. So, since stores aren't running tournaments anymore, how do you pull those numbers for the next set, the next thing that needs to be allocated, right? Like it's interesting, right? Like, so for instance, my LGS here in Milton, um, for Theros Beyond Death, they got a low. They got allotted pre-release kits and ran out because they were given less Theros kits than what they were given for Throne, because in Throne they had kits left over at the end. So they were given less for Theros. Well, they had to turn people away. So they asked for more for Ikoria and were okayed to get more. But now the events aren't running, so they might not sell them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a very awkward situation to be in. We got a lot being, we run the state tournaments at your LGS. Right. The free mystery booster boxes is really good, if that's the case, right? Like, I think they're giving them, what was it? Like, they're giving them an allocation based on their numbers to each store, right? So each store is receiving X number of mystery booster boxes for free based on a few things. And that's great. That's a huge influx for those stores, because they're not paying any money for it, and then when they sell it, they get all the profit. Great. It'll be interesting to see how the LGSs treat that product price-wise. Do you know what I mean? Because, really, if they're getting it for free, they could be selling them then at MSRP of what it was supposed to be. Even though there is no MSRP, they could be selling it at the original release price of, like, I think it was what, like $150 American or something like that for those boxes, something like that, right? Was that right? Or maybe it was lower than that. I don't know. It was 200 here in Canada is what they should have been selling for, and of course they went up to like 250 like right away, and then they went higher than that, right? You only got 5. You should be getting more, though. There's a second wave coming. That's what Unpacked is talking about. Unpacked is talking about there being a second wave. $100 or so. Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah. So I mean, like, $100 US that's great, right? If they sell them for that, sweet. I think I got mine for more than that, right? Like, I bought a bunch of them, but I got them for more than that by quite a bit, right? Maybe they were 150 Canadian. I can't remember, but they were definitely more, right? They were definitely more than $100. And they went up really fast in price. So, like, I mean, I think I pre-ordered like 2 or 3 from my LGS, and then when I went in to pick them up, I think was it Matt? I think Matt bought one from me of the 3 I had, and so I went back to buy another one because I had plans for them, which was to keep one sealed for myself and then build a deck out of one of them, and then use another one for the patron stuff. So when I went back to get the other one, when I went back to get a 4th box, because they still had some on the shelf, I was like, how much are you selling them for? And it was like, I think they were selling them for $279 or something like that. And I was like, can you do anything about the price? And he was like, yeah, I can give you to you at the original price of like 200 and something. It was a lot lower than 270. Right? He's like, I can do it for you because you bought a bunch originally, and The price has only gone up because there's not much left on the shelf. And I was like, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it makes sense, right? That's the one I have left. It's sealed. It's staying sealed. Then I have this one here. This one here? No. This one here? This one. This one here. It's still got packs in it. That's what I'm using for my Wednesday series for patrons. And then I have one somewhere that I opened, and I need to build a deck out of it, and I don't know where I put it. I don't know where I put it. I opened it and built a deck out of it on camera on Twitch, and I don't know where it ended up. It's in a box somewhere. It's like mostly built. I just hadn't finished putting like the lands and stuff together and sleeving it up. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. I mean, and that's was sort of like the point of that set, right? Was that it was basically like a Commander Staples set, which was cool. And then people might be kicking themselves when they see the Commander Masters come out later and it has all the same cards in it. But the boxes will probably be more expensive. Let's be honest, right? If it's a Masters type set, and I find it hilarious to me, right? They're calling it Commander Legends, right? But it's basically like a Masters set for Commander. That's what I'm assuming. I think that's where they're going with it. And it's funny to me because they said they weren't going to do any more Masters sets, right? They were like, we're not doing any more Masters sets. It's over. It's done, right? We're not going to do more of those. And then now they're like, Master set, but it's for Commander. So it's not really a lie. And we're like, yeah, you're not wrong, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, I should probably call it. It's been an hour and a half, and I've been rambling for a very long time here and not opening any product. For those of you who are tuning in, go back like half an hour, and you'll get to the pack cracking goodness. Yes, that's right. I've been rambling for like half an hour. I said the Mr. B phrase. I regret nothing. Miss Steve B. Atakin. That's right. Listen, they keep saying that these formats are dying, like for instance, Legacy. They're like, Legacy's a dying format. Nobody wants to play it, and the people who do want to play it don't want to pay to play it, right? That's a lie. It's a lie. It's just a bold-faced lie. If they run a Legacy tournament, people will show up. Now, if they charge, $150 for people to join a Legacy tournament, they might not want to pay that. So charge them fucking $20 like you would like a standard tournament, right? Make the pool smaller. Let them play their extremely expensive cards and have fun, right? Like, saying Modern is a dying format is just a stupid statement, in my opinion. Yeah, okay, maybe there are less people now playing Modern than there were 5 years ago, but that's because you've introduced new formats that you want to support. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't support those older formats still, because those cards still exist. Those cards still exist, and they're like, yeah, but they can be used in Commander. That's not the point. That's not the point at all. There are people out there who have spent, many years playing those formats, and they want to continue to play them. Why wouldn't you keep supporting them? I mean, I get it. Maybe it's not, that was the statement from WotC. Yeah, but that's my point. It's like, that statement from them makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. How much money do you think they made off those Modern Master sets? They sold like crazy. Those boxes went up in price like mad, and they printed the crap out of them. And people bought them over and over and over and continued to buy them. Saying that they're not worth making product for that format Doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. It's not worth it to them because they don't want to support the format anymore. Right? If that's the statement they want to make that statement. We no longer wish to support this format. We are no longer going to go in the direction of making product for that format. Right? They're doing their best to print new cards that warp the old formats. That too, right? Like, if they're trying to kill the old formats by printing new cards that just absolutely dumpster the old formats or, like, completely butcher them, then they're being very passive-aggressive about trying to kill the format. If they want to kill it, just kill it. You know what I mean? Like if you want to kill the format, kill it. There's going to be a lot of people mad. You think the people aren't going to be mad with you doing the way you're trying to kill it? Right? Like, you're still killing it. They're still going to be mad regardless of how you do it. Like, it doesn't... I mean, maybe it's a PR nightmare for them. I remember when formats didn't exist. Exactly. And I mean, that's what they're talking about, right? Unpacked. They're talking about, like, people are like got their pitchforks and stuff and are like, ban companion in modern, bah, right? And I mean, it's like, fine, sure. They could. Maybe there's a reason why they aren't, right? I honestly don't think, though, like, on the face of it, I don't think that they want to kill any format. They might be saying that it's not worth printing cards for those formats because it's not their flagship, right? But that's them saying that, right? Like, it doesn't mean that they want to kill the format. They just are seeing that it's not fiscally responsible for themselves to kill it, right? That's it. They're trying to kill the reserve list by killing the format that uses them. I mean, maybe, right? You see, the thing about the reserve list is that the reserve list is not there for the players. So the format that plays those cards on the reserve list, if you kill the format, it doesn't kill the reserve list. The collectors out there who have the cards is what keeps the reserve list around. They're the ones who want to keep the money in those. That's the whole point of the reserve list. The whole point of the reserve list was to make the people who were collecting those cards keep value in the cards they had. These cards will never be reprinted, so they won't just lose their value. That's it. If you take away the format that can play those, or kill the formats that can play those cards, it doesn't remove the inherent value that the reserve list puts on those cards, because the cards will never be printed again. Yeah, okay, you can't play them anywhere, so they will take a huge hit on their secondary market price. But if they're still on the reserve list, which they will demand that they stay, right? They'll still keep a value because they won't be printed again, so they're still rare, right? Mark does want to kill the reserve list. I mean, that's not surprising to me, right? Mark is a guy who believes in innovation and believes in playing the game for fun, right? So I could totally understand why he would be a person who is against the reserve list, right? This is the thing, is it doesn't, right? That was a concern 20 years ago because they saw it happen with, Chronicles in the Dark, right? The Dark had a bunch of cards in it that were good. They reprinted a bunch of them, and like it was the Dark Antiquities and Legends, right? That had a bunch of cards in them that were worth money, and then they reprinted them in Chronicles, and the prices just tanked. And that's how it will happen for Standard. But then as time goes past, you will see the original printings of those cards go up in value, and maybe the secondary printings won't, right? That's it. I mean, like look at the Chronicles version of Blood Moon now, right? It's not cheap, right? I mean, it's cheaper than the original printings of Blood Moon, but it's not cheap by any means, right? Like, and that's the Chronicles white border version, right? At the time back then, sure, it blew up a bunch of prices, right? And this is my point, Unpacked. Exactly. Like, there are the problem is that there are examples of both cases, right? Look at what was that? Force of Will, the game Force of Will, right? That what happened to that game? Lots of people played it. It was really popular. People loved the card quality and loved the mechanics, and cards had value. And then they started reprinting everything. Just everything. They were reprinting literally every, like, each set was basically just like it had a few new cards sprinkled in and then just a whole bunch of reprints, right? And it killed the secondary market entirely for that game, and people stopped collecting it and playing it because everybody just had every card. Like, there was no need to chase a card down to get it for your deck, because you could just crack open 5 packs from the newest set that was $3 on the shelf, and you could get a copy or 2 copies of the card you needed, and there you go, right? Yeah, Force of Will is still alive, but its secondary market is gone, right? It's just toast. Um, and I mean, maybe they're building it back up. That's great, but like, they got decimated. They got decimated, right? But yeah, like Jonathan says, I mean, look at the mystery boosters, right? You know, it didn't kill the price of the original printings of those cards, right? It made them dip for sure, but it didn't kill them, right? And like, look at the for instance, let's take Ristic Study for instance, right? Ristic Study, the original printing is still like a $40 card right now, and the reprint of it is like $10, right? Yeah, okay, it's there's a big price disparity between the two. And as time goes by, the price of the reprint will go up from $10, but it will never catch up to the original printing, and the original printing will start to go up again. Like, it reprinting cards from the reserve list will not absolutely decimate the price of those cards that are out there. It won't. It just won't happen. Yeah, like, when you think about it, right? So it went from $40 to $10, right, for the new copy, and Ristic Study went from being a $60 card to a $40 card, so it lost $20, which is a third of its value, right? So the 33% drop. If you think, okay, well, let's reprint, the Power 9 and Dual Lands, a 33% hit on those prices is a lot of money for some folks, right? Like, if someone went out there and bought a Black Lotus for whatever it goes for these days at, like, let's say a lightly played version of it is like $8,000 or some nonsense. I don't even know what I don't look at the current prices for these cards because they're way out of my price range, so I don't even bother looking at them. So let's say it's $8,000. Well, like 33% of $8,000, right? You're talking what, like quite a bit of money, right? My math is not great, so what do we got? Like, that's $2,500, 2640, $2,640 just gone overnight if they reprint it, right? And you think, oh yeah, okay, but the card's still worth, $5,000. You're right, it is. But if someone bought that last week for $8,000, they've now just lost $3,000, and the $3,000 that they need to recoup will take, another 5 to 10 years, right? And it might not even get back to its original price because the reprint exists and it is cheaper, right? The point is, like, the percentage hit, like when you look at lower cost cards like $50, $60 rares, it doesn't seem like a lot, right? It drops $20, it climbs back up, right? But when you're talking about the higher end cards that are worth thousands of dollars a piece, the percentage hit is a bigger hit. It's a bigger hit to people who have paid money to get those cards. Whether they're investing in them or whether they're buying them to have them for their own collection or whether they're buying them to play them, they've still spent the money, right? And yeah, maybe the onus is on them for not seeing the reprint come, but like, hey, you know, for sure. Right? Like, and this is the thing, is like, they've reprinted the Power 9 on MTGO plenty of times over the last, what is it, like 25 years, right? Like, or MTGO hasn't been around that long, but like, you know, the last 20 years, I guess, or whatever, right? That MTGO's been around, right? Like the Vintage Masters cube drafts and stuff that are not Phantom have Power 9 in them, right? They have Power 9 in them. And so you get those cards at the end, and you can sell them if you want. Go and look at the cost of Black Lotus on MTGO, right? It's nothing. There's like a few tickets probably, right? Like, what do we got? Like, let's go look at Black Lotus. All right, as an example, Black Lotus from the Vintage Masters, right? 4 tickets. Black Lotus is 4 tickets on MTGO, right? Like, putting them into the virtual space does nothing to the paper cost at all, ever, right? But I mean, like, if you look at the price of Black Lotus, like when it was first reprinted, right, it was $25-ish. Looks like. Oh, $200? $200. 200 tickets when it first came out. And it slowly dropped in price over the last, 5 years or 6 years or whatever, to where it is now at $4. 200 tickets when it first was released. Because it was the first time it had been released on MTGO, right? I agree, Jonathan, I agree. I mean, like, I would love to have more duels than I do, right? I have a couple duels. I don't have many, right? Like, what do I have? Is it this binder? I think it's this binder. So you can see, like, I didn't have any Bayous. So here I have a plateau. 1 plateau. Revised plateau. I have 3 savannas. One of which is heavily damaged. I have 1 taiga. 1 tropical island. 1 volcanic island. And 1 underground sea. And that's it. Those are my duels. I basically have almost 1 of each to use for commander, but then I would have to move them around. Right? I'd have to move them around deck to deck if I wanted to use them. And I would love to have them in every commander deck. See, and Greg knows what's up. Like, I mean, a lot of commander players out there, if you're not playing in tournaments, won't care if you want to use proxies. Like proxy duels, right? So, I mean, like, make some. You'd pay money for just a land reprint booster pack set? So, like, think of it this way, Jonathan. At the end of this year, they've got Commander Green coming out, right? Green, whatever you call it, right? Commander Collection Green. So do you think they won't do a lands one? I can almost guarantee you they will, especially if the green one sells well. They'll do all the colors, they'll do artifacts, they'll do lands, and they'll probably do colorless. Right? Like, I mean, like, I know artifacts are colorless, but I mean, like, they'll do like Eldrazi or whatever, right? That kind of stuff. Or a planeswalker pack, or who knows, right? Something like that. They'll definitely do it. If the green one sells well, and then the following colors also sell well, they'll do a colorless and they'll do a lands. There's no way they won't. I mean, it's free money for them. Why wouldn't they? Right? And there's so many lands that get played in Commander that they could do that and have it print and sell it just the same way that they do with the green and the white and the red and the blue and the black and all that nonsense. Right? It'll happen. A full booster of cons lands, just like making it rain like this. Here you go. Enjoy your cons lands. Like, just have a bunch of, give you some life. One life when they come into, who wants a life? Here's a life for you. Did you want one life? You can have a life. What? You want to come into play untapped? No, sir. We give you a life. It comes into play tapped. That's the trade-off. You don't want the life, then you go get a different land. Sylvan Library better be in the green collection? I mean, I would imagine it will be. I'd be surprised if it isn't, to be honest. Alright. 2-hour stream. We've been rambling forever now. We lost a bunch of viewers because I said I was going to say goodnight and then I didn't leave. Because I ramble. Look at this. Now, see, I got to tell people to go back an hour in this video. Go back an hour, everybody. Go back an hour. A whole hour. Go back an hour. Should I be just doing a video where I just shoot the shit? Is that what I should be doing? Should I be doing a stream once a week where I just shoot the shit for an hour just to get it out of my system so that when I do these streams, I don't shoot the shit for an hour? At the end? Yes, weekly Magic Talk stream. I feel like I should. I feel like I should just do just talking, shooting the shit. A shooting the shit stream. Just ramble. I'm stuffing Patron envelopes. This is great. Old Man Bevers yells about magic cards. Old Man Bevers rambles about magic cards? Just a picture of me shaking at a booster pack? Shaking my fist at a booster pack? Like, I just take that picture of Grandpa Simpson shaking his fist at the cloud, and I just superimpose my Mr. B icon, and then I change the cloud into a booster pack. Right? Perfect. Got there. Did it. Old man yells about magic cards. And that's all you would see on the screen. It would just be that image while I ramble. No movement of hands. No nothing. You just get that. And that's it. That should be the name. Old Man Bevers rambles about magic cards. Alright, we found maybe a new series. Unpacked. We talked on DMs about that other idea. Let me know if you want to do it. Pause has already sort of given me his sort of go-ahead and that he wants to get in on it. So I don't know how often I want to do it. I'm thinking like maybe like once a week if I can get enough creators involved. But if not, then once a month is probably fine. For those of you wondering what I'm talking about, I'm planning a new series for the channel. And it's a working title at the moment, but it's going to be like Cracking for Cause or something like that. I think that's probably going to be the name. Any plans for pre-release this weekend? So there's no pre-release events running near me. There is Magic with Zuby is talking about I think the other way around, Jonathan. I slid into MTG Unpacks DMs and asked him if he wanted to participate. So other way around. But Magic with Zuby is, I think, trying to put together some events to run like pre-release kit, like a pre-release kit tournament to play with other content creators, and so I might take part in that. I don't know yet. It'll really depend. This weekend is the long weekend. This weekend is the long weekend, so like MTG Unpacked and myself are like are buds. At least I hope that we're buds. I consider him a bud. So I hope that's fine. And if not, then it's okay. You can be my bud and I don't have to be yours. It's fine. No, I'm just kidding. Unpacked is a great guy. If you have not subbed him, you need to. Great, solid dude. Opens a lot of product. I saw that you've been opening Pokemon packs lately, too, which is cool. What made you make the dive into Pokemon as well? I should stop asking questions because I'm gonna get stuck here for another half an hour. But not stuck. I'm just gonna rant. I'm gonna end up rambling. See, this is the problem. And I shouldn't be asking you questions because you're busy. See, like, this is, my goodness, I'm the worst at this. He even said, he was like, I'm stuffing Patron packs. Yeah, that is true. I mean, like, I mean, it's true to you, I guess. I mean, like, I don't know. I think Canadians are pretty great. But I would say, like, I would say most of the colonies are pretty good, in my opinion. It started with your April Fool's videos. You did Pokemon cards for April Fool's, and then you were like, this was a lot of fun. I'm just going to keep doing this. You're a patron of his? Good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen that your guy's names come up on his credits and stuff when I've watched his videos. Canadians are the Australians of America. Except that we don't have the same accent, right? It's interesting to me that, like, like, a lot of people sort of give that, like, Australians and British people have very distinct accents that you can tell are Australian and British, right? And then there's Canadians. And, like, we're a colony, but we don't have that same kind of thing. And I don't know how it happened or how it didn't happen. But, like, we're very Americanized, I guess is what you would call it. But then Americans tell us, like, oh, you don't sound American. Do you know what I mean? Like, you sound Canadian. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. Because when I hear American people, they don't sound American to me. They sound like they're speaking American English, which is what we speak in Canada. And it's kind of this weird thing. Even though technically in Canada we speak UK English. Like, all our spellings are the UK spellings. Because America, for some reason, hates the letter U. I don't know why. Why do Americans hate the letter U? That's what I want to know. Why do you take it out of all your words? You were surprised at how different Canadians sounded in Niagara on the Lake? See, and this is the thing, is like, when people are like, oh, you sound like this type of US citizen, I'm like, sure. But if you go and talk to a Midwestern US citizen and ask them to listen to me, they'll be like, he sounds nothing like us, right? And I don't know. I've had so many American friends over the past years, of gaming online and stuff, tell me that I say a boot, Stop saying a boot. And I'm like, but I don't say a boot, I say about. About. It's O-U-T, about. Like you're going out, or your abs are out. You know what I'm saying? And on the next episode of Accents and Dialects with Mr. B. Yeah. Yeah, East Coast Canadians have a very different dialect. I agree, Hermit. He doesn't sound like us at all. See? There it is. Jonathon knows what I'm talking about. She's from Michigan? My goodness. Well, I mean, it's like, is Michigan the state that America wishes was Canadian anyway? Is that the problem? Wasn't there like a state that, like, America was like, here, Canada, you can have this? I thought there was some, like, weird map where there was, like, one of your states was, like, you guys were trying to, like, sell one of your states to us. I can't remember. There's some ridiculous map. Like, wasn't there one? There was some map that got made a while back, and it was just like a joke map. And someone had like given one of the states to Canada for some reason. I don't remember which state it was. Yeah. Well, so it makes sense, right? Because Michigan is very close to southern Ontario, which is where I am. So it would make sense. I'll sell you Wisconsin. It might have been Wisconsin. I don't remember. It might have been Wisconsin though. They were trying to sell. I can't remember. I just remember seeing the map and being like, "That's hilarious!" Like there's, and it got used on some TV show like as an actual like prop for something, and they didn't realize that the state had been like the border of Canada went like down and around the state and back up and over, and they were using it to point something out about the world and blah blah blah. And I was like, "That's not right. That's not right. What the heck is that?" Is Michigan part of Canada? The answer is no. The answer, I'm looking at Google to see if I can find this map. Maine would make sense, but most of the population isn't close to the Canadian border. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a really weird thing, right? Like, the border is such a weird place. Because you either have, like, all Canadians are basically in, like, the bottom, like, third of our country. Do you know what I mean? Like, we have so much space north of us that just doesn't get occupied. Alaska is part of Canada, though. I mean, that state would make the most sense, considering it's literally not attached to any of the other states. You know what I mean? Like, it's attached to part of Canada. Like, Alaska has always been a hilarious one to me, because I'm like, why, how, why? Why? I mean, I know the history of why, but, like, why, though? The top third is just ice. I mean, sure. Not so much anymore, Bob. What with all the global warming and stuff. It's definitely not ice anymore. The Niagara border is like a different world. It's hard to believe. It is very uh it's very overdone. I agree, Unpacked. Like Charlotte and I went to the border a few times for like vacations and stuff, and it's a completely different place. Like it feels like a mini Las Vegas on the Canadian side. I don't know what the US side feels like, but like on the Canadian side, it's like that is like our Las Vegas. It's like casinos and hotels and like weird like wax museums and novelty things and just a bunch of weird stuff. It's like if California was a Canadian province, right? Yeah, we'll sell you North Dakota and Minnesota. How much? How much are we talking, Jonathan? Do those states just want our free healthcare? Is that why you're trying to sell them to us? Or do you actually want to get rid of them? Other than the park and the big casino. Huh. We have the best falls, though. I mean, like, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, I haven't really been to the American side. Like, I went to the American side, like, many moons ago, but, like, I haven't been in a while, right? So. And when I say many moons ago, I mean I was still a teenager at the time. So, I mean, we're talking not to date myself or anything, but we're talking like somewhere between 15 to 20 years ago. It's probably the last time I was on state side of Niagara Falls. Maybe. Maybe they want the free healthcare. Maybe. I'm so close to 1,500 subs. It's crazy. I've been so close to 1,500 subs for so long. And you know what I have? I have this thing. You see this thing right here? This thing's been sitting on my shelf forever. And by that I mean I bought it like over a year ago. And it's just sitting here. I was gonna open it when I hit 1,500 subs. And I'm just not there yet. Points finger. Old. Look at this beautiful thing. I want to open this up because I want these boxes. Also, is there a book in here? Look at this thing. I bought this so long ago. I have been unable to break 1,500 subs for almost a year. Just putting that out there for everyone to understand. I get close and then I drop like 50 to 60 subs, and then I get close again and then I drop like 50 to 60 subs, and then I get close again and I drop 50 to 60 subs. I don't know. Don't know why or how or what, but there we are. This is my life. Look, it's even got like, it says like US, Canada, Asia, Pacific, and Latin America, Wizards.com customer service, and it's got the phone number and stuff. And then it's got a UK, Erie, and South Africa version, and then all other European countries. They don't put this stuff on their product anymore, do they? Is this stuff still on their product? Like, yeah, see, like, look at this. Questions? Contact us. Support.wizards.com. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get. That's all you get. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Unpacked. There's obviously something I'm doing wrong with, like, my tags or something. Who knows? Maybe my SEO is broken. Charla mentioned to me the other day, and it's something that it's not just her that has mentioned it to me, but, like, because my name on YouTube doesn't include Magic the Gathering or MTG in my name, she thinks, and other people have thought, maybe that's why I don't get as much traction. I don't know. It seems weird to me that that's the case, but whatever. Something I've been thinking about, I might change the channel name to just like MTG Mr. B or something like that, or Mr. B MTG, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Magic. Design by Richard Garfield. That's what it says right there. Look at that. And you can tell this was a Canadian product because it's got the French written on it. It's in English and French, which means this is a Canadian product. MTG Bevers. You only found my channel when you did a pack battle with Unscrewed years back. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. It's like, it's possible that people just don't find me because I'm not, my channel's not related to MTG enough. Do you know what I mean? It's possible. I have no idea. No idea. But yeah, this has been sitting on my shelf for a very long time. I also have 4 of these. So, Old Man Yells at Cards. That's your new channel name. Old Man Yells at Cards. MrBevers MTG. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah. I'm thinking I might just add it in and just see if it helps anything. I have no idea, right? Like, I mean, maybe I call it MTB. Magic the Bevering. No, just kidding. You need to have Magic the Gathering and MTG on your About page. Oh, is it not there? I guess I'll have to fix that. I think adding MTG to the end wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, is like, so I'm gonna probably do some changes in the next little while and just see if it what kind of impact it has. Who knows, right? I have no idea. But I have 4 of these, so some of these are gonna get given away in the next little while. Do I have a channel banner? Yes, I believe so. I think so. It's been so long since I've looked at it. I think my channel banner is just me covered in booster packs, if I remember correctly. Can I go to my channel? How do go to my channel? This button. this button. Yeah, my channel my channel banner is just me covered in booster packs, which I think is pretty self-explanatory to what my channel does. But I mean, maybe it needs to have some more like watermarks on it of like, you know, my contact information and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Like, I've got the Patreon there, but maybe I need to have some links to some other stuff. I don't know. You said my about page doesn't have... Welcome to my YouTube page. I mainly upload Kraken Packs streams here. However, there may be occasional moment when it happens during one of my Monday, Thursday streams. Actually, I need to update all of this. Oh yeah, there is no mention of Magic the Gathering in my description at all. I just say Cracking Packs. This is true. This is true. You need a newer one? That banner's so old. I mean, like, yeah, sure. 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 Also, these are all fair statements to make. And then there's these. You didn't think I forgot about these, right? I gave away a couple of these already. But I have that one and this one. Look at that. They're still here. Still waiting to be given away. Hard to see what those packs are, though. Maybe they're Yu-Gi-Oh packs? It's true. It's true. It's possible. Maybe. Maybe. So, lots of giveaways coming up. Lots of giveaways coming up. Pew! Pew, 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 pew. You're getting a case of collector's boxes? Nice. Tyler, that's sweet. We have this one here. I'm not opening it right now, but I am opening it soon. I don't need to open the Rakdos one because I've already opened a Rakdos one, so if I want to build a commander out of it, I can do so without opening another one. So I am going to be giving it away. That's the whole point. I picked those up for dirt cheap, FYI. Those guild kits, I picked them up for like dirt cheap. Like when I saw the price on them, I was like, holy moly, like, these are very cheap. I need to update these. I need to give these away and, you know, do something with it for the community. Because there's no way that people can get their hands on them for the price I paid. Just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Anyway. Hey look, it's been another 20 minutes almost. I should probably go. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours almost. My goodness. My goodness. We're back up to 8 people watching though. Look at this. Hello everybody, welcome. Welcome to the Mr. B Rambles About Magic Card stream. You're still holding on to a complete set of Brawl decks? Yeah, me too. I have a full set of them that I haven't opened. I also have an unopened box of 2017, 2018, and 2019 Commander decks. After I get the 2021s, I'll have an unopened box of those as well. Am I taking notes on the channel changes? No, of course not. And accents. Don't forget the accents. It's true. It's true. I should take notes for all these things, shouldn't I? Several things that we talked about. Let's see. Let me get Notepad open. Notepad. Okay, so first of all, okay, Grandpa Simpson shaking fist at Magic Pack. Okay. Name change for channel. Putting MTG on the end. Add MTG / Magic the Gathering to the About page. Modify channel banner to include MTG Magic the Gathering and other info. I mean, I'm hoping, right? I'm hoping Unpack, but it's not like really the goal. The goal of that series is to, help the community out, to be honest. Your icon is fine? Yeah, I think so too. Isn't that what streamers do? Stream for hours. It's true. Mr. B has homework. Always. There's always homework. Don't forget, I also have to do my regular 9 to 5 job, and then also pack up all of the stuff that I need to ship out and ship it out. And I made someone ordered cards for me the other day on my website. That wasn't a patron, I don't think. It was just some other person. I don't know who or how they found me, but sweet. And they're actually in Ontario, which is cool. But the cards they bought, I noticed that the price was like way cheaper than it should have been probably. But what can you do, right? So I went and checked my algorithm to see how it was setting the prices, and I found that it was setting it incorrectly. So that's why. So anyway, I've got those to ship out. I've got them all packed up here, ready to go. So good stuff. Lots of homework, always homework. There's like literally something always to do. Do I have a way to search my site for $1 cards? Probably. And when you say search my site, you mean from like the public side, right? From the public side. Let's see. Wow, the new site looks all fancy. Look at this thing. I think there's a way to get like advanced search. Yeah, advanced search. So you want in-stock items only. Yeah, selling minimum price $1, selling maximum price $1. Right, and then you click search, and it should come back. Oh, of course it's gonna. Okay, selling price. Let's make it, yeah, $1. Selling price. Let's make it $10, and just see if it comes back with anything. Yeah, look at that. So it's got some stuff. So I mean, like, depends what you're trying to find. All the prices are in American. The prices on the website are in American, and the reason that they're in USD, the reason they're in USD is because the way the algorithm works on the back end, if I set it to Canadian dollars, it scrapes Amazon and eBay for prices instead of using like things like TCG and stuff like that. because those are the only ones that have Canadian values, and because of that, the price ranges like are absolutely stupid, because like people sell stuff on eBay and Amazon for like super inflated prices, or super like they put it on there for like a penny when it's worth $100, and it just screws up the algorithm. So stuff like just really messes up, and it picks the wrong prices and stuff, and it doesn't find the proper medium or whatever. Or yeah, it's just. It's not even simple conversions. The way the algorithm works is, if you base it off of, like, if you set your prices to Canadian, it scrapes Canadian sites, and if you set it to USD, it scrapes US sites. That's it. That's it. And I mean, yeah, you could make the argument, well, why can't I scrape the American sites and then convert the prices into Canadian dollars? That's what I used to do for my own site, right? Is I would scrape all of it myself manually and then convert it manually into Canadian dollars and then change the prices manually. And that's what took so friggin' long, and when my prices were always so friggin' out of whack, and that's why I moved to the new site. Because it has an algorithm that does it for me at the click of a button, and I don't want to do all that other nonsense. It takes way too much time. Godzilla, there is no Godzilla cards on my site at the moment because I don't have any. So I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, but you could search from like $1 to $2, and then it'll give you a lot of things. I don't think anything's like right at the dollar mark. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, like, you could set it to, since it's American prices, you could set it from like 60 cents to $1, like 15, and it should come back with a whole bunch of stuff. And then you'll make me go and find things that I probably don't even know where they are, but they're in stock. Do you know what I mean? You'll be like, go and get me all this, and I'll be like, I have no idea where those things are. Come on. Not really economical? Yeah. I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. Yeah, so I mean, like, if you need like rares that are somewhere between $1 and like $5, you can definitely find them on my site. Unpacked. No problem. There's lots there. If we search that $1 to $5, like, how many results come back? There's at least 4 pages of results. So there's lots of stuff, and that's not saying that, like, this card has 2 copies, this card has 3 copies in stock, this card has 5 copies in stock, this card has 10 copies in stock, right? Like, there's lots of stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. I get it. It's not even necessarily the lazy way, Jonathan. It's more about the efficient way, because the number of hours in a day are always limited, right? There's only a finite amount of hours. So you kind of have to work with what you got. And since I do so much different stuff, I need to save as much time as possible. Hmm. 2.5 hours of streaming. We did it. We did it. Yeah, that's rough, Unpacked. That's rough. I know what you mean, man. I mean, you saw, right? Who wants the spoiler? Who wants the spoiler from Friday's video? Unpacked has probably already seen it. Who wants the spoiler from Friday's video? Oh, did you think that was did you think that was the spice? Did you think that was the spice? Oh, it's foil. It is a foil Thassa. The next card is also foil. The next card is also foil, and this is the spice. This is the spicy spice. This one right here, this is the spice. Look at that spice. Look at that spice. That is a foil copy of Extended Art Uro. Ho, 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 ho. The spiciest of spices. Patron pile? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have to see. If it goes into the patron pile, it goes into the grand prize section of the patron pile. Just holy moly. Holy moly. That's all I have to say. Those are the 2 spiciest hits from the box that's going to be up on Friday. So that's a spoiler. Sorry. Spoiler for Friday's video. But those come up in the Friday video. It's starting to look like a spicy taco. I mean, sure. But I like tacos. Don't really like tacos made out of cardboard, but I like tacos. Gotta watch that video. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. We hit some good stuff, actually, out of that box. It's spicy. It's spicy, but spicy meatball, you know? Anyway, I have to go, because it's been 2.5 hours, and if I want to film that box and edit it to get it up tomorrow, I gotta do it now, before I go to bed. And it's already 10:40. So, good night, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you were all here. I hope you all had a wonderful time. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hanging out. Jonathan, thank you very much for letting me open bundles for you. Matt, thank you for purchasing some pre-release kits and letting me open them for you. I really appreciate it. The one bundle you got was very spicy. The 2 pre-release kits were also quite spicy. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful evening or day or night or whatever it is to you. You know, like Greg is in the future. Technically, it's already the 14th for him. You know, just crazy people living in the future. Hey, tell me how the stocks did today. Get it? I'm a bad man. I know. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. We needed the content. I'm glad. I wanted to open it almost 3 p.m. on the 14th. Buy Zoom stock. No, I refuse. I refuse to buy Zoom stock because they are a terrible company selling all of your personal information. Jerks. Jerks, I say. Jerks. Good night, everybody. Oh, right. And what's that thing that we say here? It's that thing that Corbin said earlier. What was it again? Oh, right. And may your polls ever be better.